Hi Libra, welcome to your reading for December 2020. This is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Those are intuitively guided to the reading. Planets and sign of Libra, whatever brought you, welcome. You're probably, if you're here, you're probably meant to be here. So we're going to do the readings a little different for December. Not everyone got this, but I just feel like putting Mother Mary Oracle card first. Usually when we use this deck, we use it last, but I don't know. It's just been doing wonders in these readings, so we're going to do it first for you too. Oh my. Marriage. Interesting. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. Marriage. Interesting. Okay, so we'll leave that there, and then we're going to bring in our major arcanas. This is going to be like the bullet points of the reading. So we're going to try to take 3. Sometimes more wants to come out, and that's fine. But I'm shooting for 3. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the Empress. Well, I mean, if we look at marriage, the Empress would be, like, to me, the head of the household. We have the Fool. And then we have the Hierophant, card of Taurus. So right in the middle, you have the Fool. This is about, for some, this marriage card, for some of you, it may be about saving a relationship. But I have to tell you, I feel like with the Fool coming into the Empress, some of you, this may be like a marriage proposal, an offer of marriage. I feel like because the Hierophant is at the Fool's back, I feel it's coming at the highest energy. Like someone's morals are intact. Doesn't mean they always were, right? You're sitting here as the Empress, so you've grown to that stage, and that just means you've lived a lot of life. You don't have to be old to live a lot of life. Just learned from all that. It's interesting. I just put a post up under my community page, and it talked just about exactly that. I have loved, I have lost, I have, I have all that. That is the Empress. Okay, I already brought them out. I'm going to change up the deck for you for what I call the meat and potatoes of the reading, the story, what's going on. I decided to use the crystal vision. Look who's at the bottom of the deck, the Empress. Definitely want to give a shout out to my beautiful granddaughter Lily, who is October 14th, and my nephew Sean, who is September 24th. My sister, who many of you have met through energy, Tracy, who's crossed over, she's October 15th. I'm always afraid I'm missing someone. We have the Strength card, card of Leo, card of overcoming, What am I overcoming in the Strength card? Myself. The beast within myself. The shadow and the light. Two of Cups. So we have a soulmate energy connected to this Empress. Could be Leo. Leo's here. We have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords coming under the Fool card. So, you know, I feel like this is energy that you are letting go of. We have the Three of Cups coming under the Hierophant. So that's about celebration. It's about celebrating, like, with my closest people. Maybe my team of soulmates, that type of thing. I feel like this Ten of Swords. You know, that's about all the bullshit that everyone has done to us. But in a way, you know, maybe we allow it to. So the Fool, and I'm saying that because I feel like, you know, to clear energy, we not only, sure, we want to look at what those other people did. Sometimes the best thing to do, I feel like, when, like, why, maybe it's your mom, like, why did mom have to say the things she said to me, right? Why? Well, you know, and then take a moment and just think about your mom and think back, like, to when she was a child. How was she raised? Many times that comes forward, and many times we don't want it to come forward, but nonetheless it doesn't. And it's something that we need to work out, right? We need to overcome it. Anyway, I feel like the Fool is saying that, you know, to me the Ten of Swords is where I just had enough. I've had enough. And the Fool is willing to clear this energy. Not only clear it, but the Empress would take a moment to learn about it. Like, why? Why do I keep having these repeat patterns? What's going on? What's going on? I need to look back. I need to figure this out, right? Some of you may feel like you have just been cheated on over and over again, over and over again. When am I going to find someone who comes with, you know, who wants to commit, who wants to make that ultimate commitment to me? I'm feeling that too. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You know, this just says continue working on yourself. Continue overcoming the shadow. And what that means is don't let the shadow rise higher than the light. Make sure the light is there. I'm looking at the shadow through the light. We have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is number one, is about learning to love oneself first, right? Learning to love oneself first. So I can definitely see, and I know many are like, oh, I'm so sick of hearing that. But listen, until we've done it, it's just going to keep showing. So this is like, you know, continue to work on myself. Not that there's anything wrong with you. It's not in that way. It's to, so you can evolve. You can evolve and you can eliminate. That's why you want to do it, right? You want to eliminate the old and make room for the new. Look at it that way. So, you know, I have the Page of Cups. Now, to me, she's also someone who's receiving. And above her is the Two of Cups. So for some of you, you know, this can talk about a soulmate energy that's coming in. However, in the same breath, I want to say for someone, I feel like, you know, will it happen again? Will it happen again? Will it happen again? Will it happen again? I can't guarantee that it won't. But what I can tell you, what I can almost guarantee is if you live in the present moment and you pay attention to the signs, your intuition, and what your guides are trying to show you, and stop writing them off like, nah. I feel like you will be guided, and there's a safety in that, almost. Not almost, there is. There just feels like a safety in that. Like, I can take this journey unfearful. Be fearlessness. No fear. Am I saying the right word? I want to be fearless. So, okay, we had a card. Calm down. 9 of Cups. Look at that. So we go from the 10 of Swords down to the 9 of, not down to the 9 of Cups, almost up to the 9 of Cups, even though the number has gone down. Now, what does this show? We have the 9 that goes into the 10. So the 9 is about reflection, and the 10 is about the closing of the door. So it's showing that if you truly are willing to look at that 10 of Swords, examine it, again, not from a judgmental point of view, only what can you gain from it? What can you learn from it? What can you learn about yourself from it? Look at the patterns, that type of thing, because it's here, right? Work on yourself, and you will find, maybe I'm looking for joy out there when really it's inside of me. Okay, let's see what else. Don't be afraid to spend a little time alone. I feel like if you're alone and your 2 of Cups is out there, which it is showing, then, enjoy what you're doing right now. And if you're alone, it's asking you to enjoy that. Because chances are it's going to change. We have Justice. There may be, first of all, Justice, I feel like, is cutting those ties. So I feel like it's cutting those ties of this 10 of Swords, right? It's cutting that. And what happens when that is cut? We have the 9 of Cups. This is where we really feel good within ourselves. It doesn't matter what's happening out there, right? We're feeling whole within ourselves. And this may be why the Page of Cups is here, like become whole within yourself first. This is where you're going to find the joy. This is where you create from, right? So Justice does feel like she's here to help cut those ties. She's a Libra, right? She's a Libra. I feel like for some of you, maybe you're in a marriage and maybe there does feel like there's been infidelity. Can you forgive? Well, I feel like if you put the work in, you can forgive. If it was you, can they forgive you? I feel like if they're willing to put the work in, if both are willing to put the work in, I feel like there is a chance to overcome this, right? But we have to move into a different type of energy. Some of you just had enough, I feel like, and Justice is here almost saying, I would like to end this. I would like to end this, and there's other things I want to do in my life. So, even if I love someone, if the behavior is keeping me in the 10 of Swords type of energy, where dagger after dagger seems to keep coming at me, maybe I have people telling me this, and I'm just kind of ignoring it. I don't feel like you can ignore it when Justice comes out. I feel like, no. And again, some of you spending some time some time alone, look at it as a negative, because I feel like things will move. Things are going to change. We have the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Look at this with the Ace of Pentacles. With the Seven of Cups below that, and it's funny, I feel like, here's this ace for some people. And this is something that comes into your physical world, which for some of you, I feel like throws you into somewhat of a tizzy. What to do next? What do I do next? Right here is this ace. She clearly, like, her eyes are looking right at it. What does she do next? But the Three of Swords is over that. So, in a way, I feel like this Three of Swords, which is prior heartache, could affect what I decide to do with this new opportunity. Right? Because what it's doing, it's throwing me in, it's throwing me in emotional energy. And, it's reminding me of the pain. Or I'm basing whether I say yes or no to this ace. Look how I'm basing. I'm basing on prior pain. And I can't make a clear decision out of that. It's hard to make a clear decision. Alright, let's read the Cosmic Tarot and let's go a little deeper here. I feel like someone may be working at home. Maybe unbeknownst to others. You may be saving, like, your own money. To maybe become independent. I feel like it's going to work. You're going to continue to say that. I feel like, you're working at something, but your main goal, it's not like, oh, I want to make as much money as I can just so I can make as much money as I can. No, I feel like my goal is so I can become the person in the Nine of Cups, right? Who is independent. But more than that, emotionally, she feels good. Why? Well, somehow she's now out of that Ten of Swords, whether it's her who closed that door, or her, I'm saying her, it can be him, or her who put their head down and started to build pentacles so that they can become the Nine of Cups. Whatever it is, justice here too. I feel like it's the cutting of the ties. Why am I cutting those ties, though? Why would justice cut those ties? So that you can feel whole again. And you're feeling whole again in the Nine of Cups. So you're getting exactly what justice comes here to give you. So there's that. The Strength card here tells me that whatever situations are going on, like this is the energy of you being able to overcome them. Excuse me. And I feel like you have a little help from your friends. Okay. Let's go a little deeper. I think we should look at the Empress, the Fool, and the Hierophant first. I feel like there's someone who may decide to have a baby on their own. And maybe it's because, I don't know why. I just feel like someone is going to have a baby on their own. You know what? I feel like it feels good. It feels right. Not just that. I feel like you'll have plenty of, like, even though I'm doing this alone, I feel like you're going to have plenty of help from people who love you. So, alright, we have the Strength card. Some of you, this is probably your mother's energy trying to help you here. Whether she's crossed over, she has not crossed over. Some of you may consider like your mother, you know, have soulmate energy, and you do. You do. We have the Six of Cups. I feel like this is talking about more mothers who have crossed over, and they may have a hand in directing who the Two of Cups will be for you, who it is for you. It's almost like I feel like they have someone in mind. Like, ooh, do I have someone in mind? And boy, I don't know. I think you should follow this. I think you should follow this. So if you feel like your mother, alive or crossed over, is you're feeling this intuitive, or your mother's saying it, but if your mother's crossed over, you're feeling this intuitive nudge. I feel like follow that, because I feel like she's a hand in this Two of Cups. Now, you can even already be married, right? We have the marriage card to this person. She could be bringing healing, because what's attached to it is the Strength card, right? The ability to overcome. You know, it is the number 8. So why do I need to overcome what I need to overcome? Because something new wants to begin. It's a new beginning. The Fool showing us that too. So, you know, 2 number 8s, there's new beginnings. We have the Star card. Look at that. So, card of Aquarius, first of all. But boy, do I feel like, you know, so over the Fool, we have the Star card with the 6 of Cups. So, somebody's got somebody in mind. When it comes to, let's just say, who I would like next in my life. Whether they've been in, you know, and for some of you, they've been in your life, they were in your life, and maybe you want them back. But man, do I feel mother energy also helping, right? Because this is about what you dream about. And I'm feeling like that's the perfect place that your spirit guides will truly know what you want, right? It's almost like when I'm in dream state, I'm truly showing what I want versus when I'm awake. Wow. You know, this is the connection to above, as above, so below. The Star card is about manifesting, right? It says keep your hopes alive. The Hierophant's right next to that. You know, your belief system. You know, I'm looking at the 6 of Cups, and I'm noticing how this man goes to kiss the woman, and the woman turns her head, so he's kissing her cheek. This may be someone you've never kissed before, like on the lips, but maybe has kissed your cheek. I feel like if that is the case, that is probably like a clue, almost like a clue from above. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, coming over the Hierophant, also card of Taurus. So I feel like I want to take a card in each of these queens. Listen, they could be the people who are trying, like part of your guides. And one may be an earth sign, and one may be an air sign. Or your mother may be an earth sign. Because you can, you know, the Queen of Swords really is a card of Gemini. Anyway, take a card on. Alright. It's a lot of cards, but I'm going to continue with them. But first I'm going to look at these queens. Look at this, the Ace of Swords. The Three of Swords. So it does feel like energy, doesn't it? That is crossed over. That is communicating with you. For some of you, you may still be in the morning stages of it. But boy, does that feel like the energy of someone who is communicating, not trying to communicate, is communicating with me, whether I know it or not, whether I'm picking up the signs or not, can be a different thing. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. With the Two of Pentacles. With the Sun. Another card of Leo, by the way, and we have Leo and Leo. Coming over the Two of Cups, this can certainly be the illumination of really who is this Two of Cups? Who is this person who's kissing your cheek? Whether it's happened or it will happen. You know, who's this person who's kissing your cheek? The illumination over will, you know, and what does that tell me? It tells me it'll be pretty clear, you know, whoever this next person may be. But it is showing that it's soulmate energy. Maybe before you were in karmic energy, right? In the lesson stages, and now you're in the reward stages. Look at that, the Fool. So the Fool coming over that Ten of Swords. Guys, it's showing you that you absolutely can overcome those 10 swords through examination, only to make yourself more whole. The Fool and the Star. Could be two people coming right by the Two of Cups. This could be two people who are ready to make a new start, right? Who are ready to be, who are free and clear. I don't feel any attachment here. Let's keep going. We have the Eight of Wands. Well, that is fast-moving energy. That can be what I think about, I bring about. And here's the Ace of Swords right above it. What I think about, I bring about. What else have we got? With the Prince of Wands. And we have the Tower. So the Tower is coming over the Page of Cups. We know that the Tower is prior energy. We know that the Tower threw you into the Three of Swords energy. So this was heartache. This was heartbreak. No doubt. So what is it asking you? You know, it's not easy to say this, and I get it because I have lost dear people. But I feel like what it's saying is she's looking down at this tower, and the sun is above it, so illumination over it. You know, what might have felt like hell, it, maybe in a relationship status, may have been really overblown. I don't know. But I do know that if I do take that moment examining the tower, what comes next? The Nine of Cups. So you can eliminate, truly eliminate that energy. Think about it. You don't have to carry it around with you anymore. So the Prince of Wands is coming over this Eight of Cups. This could be someone of the past who he himself is willing to put in the work. It's coming over the Eight of Pentacles, so this is someone who's willing to put in the work. Two Pentacles above his head, so am I making a decision over him? Look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Coming in reverse, and I could tell that I watched it flipped itself around to the reversal stage. So here it is. Here is the Ace of Cups, right? So even in reversal, that love is still there. I can push it back. I can do whatever I want. But that is unconditional love for someone But in the same breath, here I am in the Nine of Cups energy, and I'm not feeling too bad in that energy. Someone says they'll put the work in. Will they put the work in? Right? Because this is you overcoming that tower, sitting in energy that is, let's say independent, but at least emotionally. But bam, here comes this Ace of Cups. And with the Fool right above it. So the Fool is someone who takes chances. Why would the Fool take a chance? Well, right above the Fool is the Star card. Could this be something that I really dreamed about? What I really hoped for? Then you have the Eight of Wands. Oh, is that what you're hoping for? Oh, boom. Here it is. And maybe it's here and you haven't quite completed examining the tower yet. Maybe they together. Because they are both willing to put in the work here. But I don't feel like you're rushing. You have this unconditional love attached to you, but I also feel like you're not rushing. So let's take. Look at this. So we began with, and we end with, the Empress. So let's think about this. So the Empress, already someone who has deep compassion and empathy for others, right? She's already at that stage. Maybe that's what the Nine of Cups is for you. She's someone who you really can't pull the wool over her eyes, right? Why? Because she's been there, she's done that, she's experienced that. Not just that though, she's learned from that. She's seen maybe the patterns. Maybe, as the Empress, the wise one, if this is something I want to do again, I'm coming from a very strong, I don't want to say, well, point of view, but I don't mean that in my ego, right? So I do feel like this is not saying no to this Ace of Cups, but almost like I want to see if this Prince of Wands can be the Empress. Judgment. It's funny, I felt like I had to pull the top card. I was going to freak out if it was the Emperor, but instead it's Judgment. So Judgment is about a rebirth, right? A rebirth. A re-examining of something. And maybe a redoing. Perhaps. This is also about your ancestors. Those who've crossed over before you. This is about in the present moment, right? A call to attention. So, I feel like that's where I got to kind of leave it. For some of you, I feel like your mother is definitely part or has a hand in helping, let's just say, divine timing with someone that they have in mind. And maybe you know who that is because the sun is here. Maybe it's a Leo. I don't know. But I know one thing. It is of your desires. Again, was it during the day? Was it at night when I'm dreaming? But I definitely feel like this is answered prayers. And the Ace of Swords coming over that Three of Swords. If it's like we miss our loved ones, but don't. I feel like what it says is don't be like, oh my God, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to say this other than they are in the light. And there's no need to mourn about them or worry about them. Maybe that's the word I want to say. Worry about them. They are now in the light. You know, these earthly worries have been lifted. They can see it clearly. Clearly. And no doubt with the Eight of Wands coming out after that, some are saying get back into you, right? Because then there's the Fool. Then there's the Fool. Take some chances in your dreams. You know, if you dream about something, take a chance in it. Step forward, right? Maybe do that before you tie yourself up to love. And I shouldn't have said tied yourself up to love, because this is about unconditional love. Maybe you're not feeling your mother's love like you used to, right? It makes sense, but it doesn't mean it's not there. But nonetheless, okay, so I think I will leave it there. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. So, whether that be your partner now, your partner to be, um, you know, that is Mother Mary. I think this Three of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles under that is like, you know, this Ace of Pentacles is just waiting, right, until the energy of the Three of Swords has subsided. Has subsided, right? Because maybe I can't make room for this type of love if I'm in this type of what may be agony, right? It's almost like, So, anyway, let me leave it there because there goes the sirens. It could be your call to attention. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for the beautiful support of my work and my channel through your beautiful comments, letting me know how it relates to you and others supporting. You know, I love how you support each other, because some, you know, some are way back, you know, still in that tower energy, and we can help sometimes pull them out of that, give them other perspectives, right? So it's like, listen to your elderlies. They've been there, done that. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you for your mid-month. Love you. Bye-bye.